Legal Seals, totally random.
Hello, welcome to Totally Random. I'm Franz, this is Andy.
Hey everybody.
It is the 18th of a month that we're in. What month is it? April 2013. And we're here with your periodic, totally random news show, Concrete5, news, tidbits, stuff. So, in the news last week, what do we see? We see that new .NET article. We'd actually seen this in print a while ago, but I guess one of those traditional publications where you can only get the content in written form for a while, yeah. And so they just reposted an article that they had in their print issue a few months ago to the web, and it's nice.
Very cool.
Dojo Design wrote this for them. Had a theme with Concrete5. It's full of interesting tidbits and information.
Like a nice introduction.
It's helpful and it's good. People like it.
Yeah, I heard it was blowing up the Twitter.
It was full of twits. So that was great. That's awesome. In other news, Matt's posted some new training sessions. Right? I'm not going to show that, but that's true. If you're interested in getting training, you should go to the training page on concrete5.org underneath Marketplace, I think, at this point, right? Where did we put it? Yeah, there you go. Training. And, I should reiterate that if you don't see something here that you want to take, it's not scheduled already in our calendar, that's fine. It's just because we're waiting for you to buy it and to sign up. So, as soon as we get enough people together, we'll certainly schedule it, and we can, within reason, work around your schedule. As long as we don't have to do it like 2 in the morning, we are happy to help. So all sorts of cool training classes to take, and Matt would love to train you.
Awesome.
You'd be trained.
I would love to be trained by Matt.
Yeah, it's nice to be trained by Matt.
Yeah.
Much better than being trained by Mike.
It's a different experience.
Different experience. That's the news. That's what I got for news. Let's do some karma.
And now, for the weekly winners. Come on down.
Wow, yeah. I guess in more news, new intros.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty awesome.
You probably realize that.
Getting that. Yeah, so every week we give away add-on and theme licenses to people who are helping in the community in any number of ways. There's helping other folks in the forums, there's promoting the project, and there's actually doing work on the core. So who won this week, Matt?
Looks like Adam Johnson won a copy of the Mega Menu Vertical add-on for helping.
Exciting.
Peter Vernalia won a copy of the Country Redirect add-on for promoting Concrete5.
Cool.
And Goutnet got a copy of the Secure Video Streaming add-on.
Oh, wow.
Doing work.
Ooh, secure. Nice.
That's
Excellent.
Cool.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations to our winners, and congratulations to everyone who helped as well. Thank you very much. It's very cool to be part of something that is so much bigger than just us. We appreciate it. How about stickers?
We got one.
Do we have a sticker intro?
Oh, no.
What? Oh my God! No?
We do have a sticker
do.
intro.
Well, next week.
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, let's watch it.
Okay. Here's the stickers, then we'll show the stickers.
Yeah.
I want some stickers.
Fantastic! I love that intro. Wow. What do you got?
This one comes from Bride of Funkenstein.
Right.
And it looks like she's been repping Concrete5 all around New York City.
Oh, nice.
Recognize.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
They are super, super stickers.
Thanks, Funkenstein. And?
That's it. That's
All
we got
right.
for stickers.
Sweet. Well, thank you. If you like stickers, we like you. Who doesn't like stickers? Really, we went to South by Southwest, we were handing out stickers, and that was the lines. Like, you like stickers, and I think out of 4,000 people, there was like 2.
Yeah, not anyone I'd want to spend any time with.
No. 2 people were like, I don't like stickers. I'm like, I don't like you. So, fair enough. And if you would like some stickers from us, we'd be happy to send them to you. All you got to do is go to our Marketplace page, hit the swag item in the drop down there, scroll to the bottom of the page, past all the stuff you can buy, unless of course you'd like to buy a larger collection. Feel free to buy t-shirts or stickers with USB keys that are also made of bamboo and your own little DIY screwdriver. Or you can just stick your mailing address in this field and we will send you 5 stickers in an envelope along with our love. We will be doing that using the U.S. Postal Service, so we will need a full mailing address. That would include your name, some type of unit number, house number, something like that on a street with a town and a country and a zip code. That's what we need. We cannot mail stickers to Joe or Joe at Hotmail or Joe at Hotmail phone number 112412194. We need your mailing address. And we will destroy your mailing address. We are good citizens and we just want to send you stickers. You will then get the stickers. You will then apply the stickers to things. It'd be really cool if you actually did apply the stickers to things. You can take a picture of you opening the stickers as well. And
we've certainly gotten those.
That's nice. That's great to know that they got there. But feel free to stick it on something. They come with an adhesive back. And
That's why they're called stickers.
Because of the stickiness. And you can put them on something, take a picture, tell your friends. It's good for everybody. What are we going to do now?
Oh, we got showcase, or we got a PRB.
Let's do the showcase.
Yeah.
And now for the showcase session.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, this week for our showcase session, we are looking at the exciting world of banking and financial services.
Finance.
Oh, finance. How you love money. I don't know. I got nothing. So yeah, there's a bunch of credit unions and banks and stuff that we found with a little scrapey tool that are powered with concrete5. Let's take a look.
Ooh.
So here's a credit union. Here's another credit union, a black and white credit union apparently. And
Still popular
after 50 years. It's nice. Go credit unions.
Wow.
I think this is actually all credit unions. I don't think we have any banks in this pile. So
Oh, wow.
A subsector of the sector. So,
That's a nice little website.
That's good looking one. Kids in pools and stuff. You got people banking there, and sure, hand drawn numbers. I like that. Green and blue. Those are green and purple. Is that purple? What do you call that?
Yeah,
Purple.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Sure, why not? Oklahoma. Yeah, you got. Oh, I see a consistent theme in some of the color choices of these credit unions.
Seriously.
The calming corporate blue has turned into a slightly edgier purple with a green highlight.
They've been tested.
Yeah.
Ridiculously.
Yeah, that's interesting. That made you close that. Oh, there we go.
That's better.
Nice. Zoom, repossession.
Oh, happy.
Great.
No.
Whoa, what's this? We've got another law enforcement credit union. Your money is safe there. Right, because they're law enforcement. So
Yeah.
you'd be safe. You wouldn't want to rob that bank.
No, that seems
sir.
like a futile exercise.
That's right. So yeah, they got the mobile apps and stuff. Whoa. More environmental and government, more credit unions. So
Yeah, we are
feeling safe and
killing it
secure,
with
hosting
credit
their
unions.
concrete5 sites. They're growing with concrete5. There's some mortgage broker distribution. Yeah, I think we might get into some mortgage and mortgage underwriter type stuff here. Yeah, there you go. There's a mortgagey look. The sliders and the suits.
Yep.
Suits and sliders, baby. Slashley Financial. Very crisp. Actually reminds me of a theme in our marketplace.
Yeah.
I think that's the last one I got here.
Nice. Well, what a fantastic rundown of
That's very
financial
good.
services websites built with concrete5. Safe and secure.
You can truly make any website.
Anything that you
Anything
want.
you want.
And people do. So that's great. Are we ready for some great choices from Greg Joyce?
I think so.
All right.
Introducing Great Choice by Greg Joyce. Introducing
Greg, how's it going, Greg? What kind of choice are you looking at today?
Well, been on a run of sincere choices, and I think it's time to get back to real choices.
Oh, yeah.
I had actually a little bit of help on this choice from our very own Mike Lay.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. But yeah, we got ourselves a crumpled case of Pabst Blue Ribbon
Oh.
in a doorway. In
Nice.
kind of an industrial area, so
Right outside the office, right?
Yeah,
I think I
I mean,
saw half of this
yeah.
12-pack on the roof.
yeah. I mean, I'm planning once I get out of here, I'm gonna get right back to this and.
I got my whole day planned out.
Yeah. Keeping them warm,
You
huh?
gotta make plans. You can't just
Play it by
Falling
ear.
into a rut is the worst thing.
That's
That's the worst that
You
could happen.
you
Keep
got
life
it.
fresh. One day at a time, right?
right.
Okay, that's a way to do it. Well, have you made any other great choices in the last week, Greg?
Sure, yeah. We only have 3 add-ons this week, though, because, I don't know, this concrete5 submitted some stuff into the PRB,
Oh,
too.
Slows
so-
everything up, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a mess.
Yeah.
So this is from John the Fish, and
Wow.
it is another content source for his Universal Content Puller add-on. And this one will let you include a text file, a markdown formatted text file, or an RSS feed anywhere on your website.
Wow, look at those sliders.
Yeah, it's got a lot of options, clearly.
So how does that?
Oh,
Could you? Fair enough, Greg. Could you remind me what the original add-on does exactly? Do you remember?
Yes. Basically, it. Give me a minute.
Sure.
It's a block, and you
Okay.
can put it anywhere. You know, obviously you can put it anywhere on your site. So it's a block, and then with this block, you can, according to which content sources you have installed, you can pull information into this block now. So it's like a meta
Got
stack kind of.
And that, like, the output's like a list or a.
And
a
it
grid
outputs
or a-
it outputs formatted content. It's actually a pretty excellent add-on. I mean,
Okay.
like especially this second set of content sources is pretty nice because if you wanted to do a thing like it lets you pick things from your file manager that you want to display, and you know, so like markdown formatted content or just a text file, like I said, or an RSS feed. And then it shows them, you know, like the RSS feed, for example, it basically shows it the same way with it. We display a page list.
Yeah. So kind of like our RSS displayer, but you could theoretically group tons of different stuff together in one list or something like that.
Well, I mean, you could have multiple blocks that display different RSS feeds, but it's like it's a block that just like displays whatever, depending on what you have selected. as
Okay.
its
So it's
content
more
source.
formatting control in the output.
Uh,
Maybe what we
no,
no.
I mean, it formats the output for you, but the main thing about it is that you can pick weird things to show.
Okay.
You can pull content from a different page on your site, I think, with the original ones, but this is an add-in to the original add-on.
Sweet.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Next up is Virtual Store Showcase, and this was by Aqua. I don't have my computer with me. I'm really sorry. It was by Aqualair or somebody like that.
I approve this add-on.
You did.
Dip my toe back into the
Wow.
water of the
My name is
PRB.
Andrew
I
Waters.
see.
I approve of this add-on.
I don't remember anything about it. No, as I recall, this lets you hook into Magento or Virtumart for
Virtumart.
Joomla, and either one of those, it's a block that you can aggregate categories or display categories and products on your page, and
Nice.
you can since it's a block, you can add different instances of it to different parts of your site, and it stores all the special connection information to those services in the block itself.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
And last up is from Goutnet, and this is the theme scheduler. And basically, it gives you an attribute that you can have a theme display for as little as 1 minute to as long as forever. On
So you
any
can
page
schedule
on
a
your site.
Christmas.
Yeah, you
Yes.
could schedule a
Yeah.
Christmas theme. Yeah, you could schedule a crazy, awesome blowout sale theme at your credit union.
Right. As you credit here.
Yeah,
April
see that,
Fools.
Yeah, that credit union that had the black and white theme.
Yeah.
Like, you know, until
That could have been for the
yeah,
gala.
they could have just like,
The gala.
all right, we're just gonna do it for Vintage Week, and then like back to regular theme. But
We're only
Yeah.
accepting money on the gold standard this week.
Back to purple and green.
Bitcoins only.
Future week.
Future week. That looks cool.
Nice.
And that's it for.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah. that's
Great
all I
choice,
have.
Greg Joyce. Thank you again, and good luck with that warm 12-pack of PBR. Sweet. That's all pretty exciting. I forgot.
Ah.
We got one of these to give away.
Ooh.
Boom. Creating Concrete5 Themes. If you would like this book,
Just ask for it.
just ask for it. Post something that you like about Concrete5 to the Twitter. something not, something specific. I like how easy it is to theme with concrete5. I like how Andy's face is just a book, concrete5. I don't know, give me
like
something.
Our sweet hair.
And the third person to do something that is compelling there, we'll send a book to. That would be nice. How would we do it?
Let's do it.
How would we do it?
How would we do that? Good sir.
All right, how would we do stuff? Well, I think this week we're going to tell you how we did a theme. We were getting into theming ourselves. We've done a lot of theming work for clients, but we've never actually built a theme for our own marketplace. So we said we should do that.
Yeah.
We should have a taste of our own medicine.
To understand how
and
that process goes.
we got a theme in the PRB, and we're doing okay. It seems like the community thinks we're submitting decent enough work. Got a couple of things to fix,
Yeah.
but we're getting it together. So we thought we would just show off how that works, our theme, and that'd be nice for us, and I don't know, maybe helpful for you. I don't know. So let's do that.
All right.
All
I'm gonna
right.
Transition here. And then
Transition effects.
All right. This is the theme that is currently in the PRB, awaiting approval. We have gotten some good feedback about it, and it is called Jacket.
Jacket.
And I'll just scroll down the home page. You can kind of see some of the functionality. This fully responsive theme clearly works well with blogs, and with it's got a couple custom page lists, some social functionality, a nice nav at the top with some mega menu support.
Fantastic.
And
Let's sign in and start editing stuff.
Ooh. Now I have to get my password on my phone, so you have to bear with me. All right. So as we'll just start from the top. This page is a home page type. So if you're setting this theme up and you're starting from you're setting this up for the first time, you would add the home page or the home page type.
Because it's this nice wide layout with all these block areas in the middle.
Yep.
Yep.
And we've got a couple global areas. You're free to use those or not. If you don't have anything in here, the gray will collapse up. And here in the site-wide header right, we have a custom block we built for this theme, the concrete5 sign-in block. It is basically the login block, but with even fewer options.
Nice.
Displays sign in or sign out. Very targeted, very, very simple.
Sweet.
The site-wide site logo is another global area, and by default, it comes with the theme name and this little icon here, but you're free to change this to whatever you want, and then remove this logo or keep it if you'd like. Or you can remove everything and put an image.
Whatever you want. This one bears a little discussion. Internally, we went around and around a few times on how to put that little box next to the word mark, and while it was a background image on a style, and we ended up coming back to just embedding it as an image with some padding here in the content block, because we just have seen a lot of people try to edit their logo space as the first thing they do when they get a theme, and thought it'd be better to perhaps not do it the perfect way if we were building a theme from scratch that wasn't going to be changed. This is a little, not the right word, it is not hacky, but it's a little creative in how we're embedding that.
Yeah, you want to strike a nice balance between something that looks good out of the box, something that's coded correctly, but also something that can be, the promise of this thing is that, end users, editors, people without huge technical backgrounds can change this without messing with code.
Intuitive editing, no custom templates to apply or anything.
Yeah, there is does look like there is a special class here, but TinyMC, you should keep that as you edit this text.
Nice.
And here we have an AutoNav block. Oops. I don't believe that. Is there a custom template here? Yes, we do. We have a custom header nav template here, and an auto nav block set to start pages at the top level and show 2 levels. So I don't believe that if you made this do 3 levels, you'd get a sub menu. I don't know that we coded this custom drop down menu.
With the slide outs,
to
probably
do that.
not. It
But
does pull the page descriptions for
Yes.
those root pages and sticks them in there in that
excellent point.
full caps
Yeah.
underneath there.
These
Get in
guys
touch or
are
whatever.
the short description, the jacket functionality, get in touch are the short descriptions.
So if you want to change that, go to the contact page and change the short description under properties.
And here we have just a simple image block
Mm-hmm.
with an image that came in with the template. We have a custom template here that will center the image in this home marquee area, just so that it looks nice. This also is fully responsive, although I don't believe that's part of the template. I think that's just part of how images work in this theme. But just make sure that if you're setting something in here and you want to make sure that it is not, if it's not the full width of the content space, you might
This will help
want
you
to
center.
use the centered image.
Nice.
We have a sort of main marquee area here. And we're also using a similar custom template here. But this is just an H1 tag. Of course, you could stick anything in there, but it's formatted nicely for that.
More content blocks. These all collapse down nicely when you change the browser width.
Yes, and I believe if you
Responsive and
remove
whatnot.
both of these, the entire area goes away.
Nice. Yep.
Got a few more columns. These are all just content blocks.
Pretty simple stuff. But let's look at the stuff in the bottom here, the expandy, collapsing stuff.
Yeah, make sure that this is. Yeah, this looks like it's. This is using a custom class, and all these classes are documented on the themes documentation page. Yeah, so here we have a couple. We have a couple actual core blocks. This is the page list block set to pull pages of blog entry beneath the blog. So obviously, if you don't have the blog or you're doing something different, you could set this to pull content from anywhere. And it's using a custom template called latest posts, and that's because it puts the latest posts header there. You could order it any way you wanted. I believe it's called latest posts just because of this header that's put in there.
Yeah. It also
And-
grabs a thumbnail from
Yes.
the page. Yeah.
And that is actually done a little differently than the built-in composer blog that we have in concrete5 today. It is pulling a custom attribute, so that is something to keep in mind. We are not using that sort of custom block that we use for composer. This is actually using an attribute and displaying it here called
Cool.
thumbnail, and that's installed with the theme. And then here we have another page list, and it is actually pulling all pages from the site today, at least. Is that right? Yeah, I guess so. You can set this up to do whatever you like. There's a custom template called expand collapse, and if I take the
Probably have to get out of edit mode for that to work.
yeah, if I take this out of edit mode, and I click on these guys, you can see that this custom template does a simple expand collapse, and also shows a short description in there as well. And finally, as we get down to the bottom of the page, you'll see we have another repetition of the logo. This is its own area, so if you want to change this, you'd have to change both areas, but it works the same way as the other. And here we have another custom block. This is the concrete5 social icons block. Right now, there is a dashboard page that will let you define social feeds for whatever this website you're making has. So if it has a Facebook page or a Flickr page or a Google Plus page, you can define that in the dashboard and then choose which services you want to enable on a particular block by block basis. And we'll get to that dashboard page in a second. There are a couple custom templates for this guy. They're pretty simple. This one is none selected. By default, this floats to the right, and you can also align it to the left.
Cool.
And then finally, we have another global area, Sitewide Flutter navigation, and this I believe is an AutoNav block. Yes, and it is
Footer
displaying-
site tree deal.
Yep.
Nice.
And then I think there is a custom. No custom template. It's just
Just works.
just works. And then, so that's the home page, which is by far the most complicated page on this. If we head into the blog, any of the blog entries, there is a custom blog entry page type. It's pretty simple. One thing that it does have that not all the other pages have is it has an instance of the concrete5 guestbook,
Nice.
which we have done quite a bit of work to skim. Guestbook comments are here, and I believe it uses a custom template. Jacket comments.
Jacket comments.
And then this block is an interesting one. So if I take this page out of edit mode, and I believe this block is on most subpages. I think it's only not on the home page. You can see this guy here. If you click on this, you'll see this cool menu that lets you share the current URL of the page to a number of different services. And this just kind of floats fixed to the right on these pages. And obviously, since it's a block, you need to be able to edit it. And so this is what it looks like only when you're in edit mode. And you can choose which services you want to enable. And this is another block that comes built into this theme.
And so this gives me a custom URL to this page that I can post to my own Facebook, whereas the social links you showed earlier, you would map that to the website's Facebook page.
Exactly. So
Company's Facebook.
one is for sharing external properties of the website, so their own Facebook page, etc. And then the other is for a visitor to share the content they're looking at on their own Facebook.
Is there a custom attribute to turn that guy off on a page level basis?
I don't believe
Oh, I
so.
thought there was.
No, it does not look like it.
Okay.
That's probably not a bad idea. I think what the thought was that we could. Oh, I think we actually.
I just delete the block.
Yeah, you can delete the block, and this is part of the defaults. So when you add a page, it will automatically be on that
That
page.
makes sense. So if you don't want that if it's your contact page or something, like I don't feel like people really need to cross-promote this thing, you would just
Sure.
delete that block and you'd be good.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, and that was why we didn't include this on the global areas, because
That makes
it makes
sense.
no sense. And we also have a basic left sidebar page. That's what this guy is. Very similar to blog entry, just with fewer areas in the middle.
Yep.
And also no comments, but you see the social block is
Stays
still there.
Yep.
Form block is here and looks nice. Auto nav is in place on all these pages. And we also have a search page. So all of these sub-page types include the search bar as well as a breadcrumb. And this, by default, when you install this with all of the content, creates a search page and links this over to search. So that is one thing to keep in mind. This is built into the template, and it assumes that there is a page named /search off of the root of your site. So if you're building this from scratch, you'll want to make sure that that search page lives there, or you edit the template to make it point to somewhere else. But there it is, working nicely.
Awfully cool. I think just show the dashboard stuff.
Yeah, we are ready to go. So if we head into the dashboard, you can, and then into the system and settings, you can see the dashboard page for the concrete5 social icons, and that is in here. And here you can add all of the many different services that one might have. So if I wanted to share my email address or my Google Plus page, I can just put that stuff in there. You'll see that we've got a couple placeholders in there, and whatever you add in here automatically shows up when you're editing that social icons block, and you can choose which to show on which page.
So the links here would probably be facebook.com/concrete5.
Exactly.
Or
So
thicker than our,
yeah.
you know, our feed on their site.
Yeah, exactly. That's type of thing.
Very nice.
And that, I believe, is the jacket thing.
Great. Well, thanks for showing that to us, Andy.
Cool.
Let's do some transition, and then we'll answer questions.
Sounds good. Cool.
Okay. Cool. Love the
I
new
like that.
intros.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's good.
So, anyone got any questions?
Yeah, we got a few people in the chat here.
All right.
Let's see what we got. Oh.
It's like IRC is preferred to the social stream of Ustream.
Come on, guys, get social.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, someone's saying that Ustream might be a little bit overloaded today with all sorts of breaking news stuff.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fair.
I had some trouble logging into the chat earlier. I'm not surprised that others did as well. But we have a question from John the Fish, and this is passed along by Julia. And he asks, any thoughts since last week on providing a dashboard interface for selectively disabling block cache by page, area, or block?
We have not done any
We haven't done any thinking on
thinking
that.
on that.
Oh, we saw your thread.
Yeah.
I have seen the thread. There is a lot of good discussion happening in that thread. We'll chime in on it when we can. We're also kicking it around the office.
Kicking
We
it
often
around.
do.
And got a question from Ale. They ask, any dashboard UI improvements coming along in 5.7? For example, maybe making the caret menu contents somehow visible all the time?
Yeah, a lot of dashboard UI improvements in 5.7. I don't know if we'll be making the cross nav visible all the time, but a lot, I would say. All sorts of things are up in the air.
Yeah, it is up in the air.
But maybe.
Well, I think that perhaps that's our last question that I see right there. Oh, here's one from GoatNet.
Oh.
I spoke too soon. Okay, this looks like a PRB question. So it seems like I know at least what I've heard around the office here. I'll add that to this question. We've submitted some add-ons to the PRB, and we left the version number at 1.0. However, in our own rules for the PRB, or at least the suggestions, it says you should start at 0.9. So where should these version numbers start at, guys?
I feel like I'm at a place where you've probably been multiple times where, you come in, you come in, and you just do what you do, and then you're informed that no, actually we haven't been doing that forever. I'm like, I haven't done a PRB, and what's a PRB? So this is totally valid. Our own rules do say to start below 1.0. I flout these rules not because I can, but because I just didn't know. And now I'm gonna get yelled at, rightfully so. No, you made
a bad choice, Andy.
I did. I didn't listen to the rules. I just scrolled past them. I scrolled past them completely.
What do I care? I'm the man.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
I'm just
right.
packaging this stuff up.
Sinful.
Yeah. No, this is probably as much a philosophical question as it is a technical one. With the, I recall us having a conversation about versions just a couple days ago when we were more of a when we were not closed source, but when we
just
were...
a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, the heady days of a week ago.
When we were less of a public CMS and more just working for end clients, and how at that point versioning is really not... It's not something that you're really concerning yourself.
Not like you are at this point.
Yeah, and so this was kind of the tack that we were taking with these add-ons, in that the versions don't really accomplish anything always when the thing is not public. And so
what is the philosophical question that you have?
Does it matter to start a version? Do you have to be strictly adhering to versions before your software item is released to the public?
Well,
it actually matters in the...
Yeah, my sense is that yes, that the rule said 0.9 and we did 1, and that was an egregious mistake on our part, and we are clearly not without failure.
Sure.
And mistakes. We make them. We're deeply apologetic. Philosophically, I'm
not sure where the rule came from.
Well, I think
those are rules.
I think it was like something that we introduced because some folks were submitting stuff to the PRB, not us, but people from the community, and they would make corrections to their add-ons and leave the same version number in place.
That's where I was going to go. It seems like if you're using the PRB with a lot of back and forth,
Yes.
which frankly is something we kind of like to discourage, but if you're constantly resubmitting new versions of, hey, I fixed this bug, I fixed that bug, it'd be awfully nice.
That is true.
It's not a philosophical question, it's a practical one. If Remo, bless his heart, is looking for key strings again, it'd be nice if he knew which pre-release version you're looking for. And one might say, well, the 1.0 means it's for the public. So I guess that's why it starts at 9, and there's probably a lot of 9.1s and 9.2s and that kind of thing.
It also is probably because some people, again, inexplicably to me, leave every version they ever upload in the PRB version listing. Mm-hmm. And not once it's public and you're actually serving multiple versions to multiple concrete5 installs. When it actually is still in development. It's like, well, 0.75 is totally broken, but I'm going to leave it up there for some reason, and then probably because they've chosen
extra step to remove it, perhaps.
Yeah.
Clicks cost calories, man.
I suppose.
I don't know. I mean, I guess the philosophical part of it only would come into play if one were to automatically turn it into version 1 on approval, right? Because the hard part is like, well, if everyone's like, "Oh, this looks great, approve," well, now you've got an add-on that we're selling that's 0.9.
Yeah, which, but honestly,
That never happens.
But I mean, people already do that. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
not
because
perfect.
versions are somewhat arbitrary.
Yeah,
Yes. So again,
got nothing.
we will adhere to the letter of the
We will, of
marketplace
course.
rules
Yeah,
because
we
they
are.
are the correct way.
We're
to
happy
go.
to admit when we're wrong. It happens all the time. We just keep forging ahead. Great choice. The other thing that is interesting from versions is just how much they do play into other things. Like we're working on certification and making all these little tests for individual things that you can do. Hey, can you move a site? Can you figure out how caching works? And we're going to have a bunch of these very granular badges of like I took the certification on beginning to building themes. And it has struck us that, like, well, look, a lot of that stuff changes from major version to major version. So that certification now needs to be kind of married to a version.
Yes.
And as we were talking, in my mind, it's just like, oh, that's a major version. 5.6, you get certified for 5.6. Well, then you get certified again for 5.7. Maybe some of those tests are the same, some of them change.
Yeah.
And Andy, you pointed out quite rightly, well, actually, the difference between 5.6
Yeah.
0 and 5.6.1
Yeah,
is
it's-
pretty significant.
in
with
certain
caching
aspects,
changes,
yeah,
so it would have to be a
definitely.
sub version. I'm not so into that.
Yeah,
So
I know.
all of a sudden, something that felt very, just kind of like literal
easy
and math and
decision,
easy
yeah.
becomes this kind of a weird political business decision as well. So version numbers are crazy.
They are. It's a
That
wild
was a
scene.
really long and useless
wild
answer
scene.
to a question that, so there you go. What else you got?
Got a question from Wolfie Design. They ask, is there any option that might be simple for hiding the admin toolbar? I think they mean the editing toolbar in concrete5. For example, to make it just a button you can click that then kind of shows the toolbar.
I suppose you could do that. I feel like we did that for some client a long time ago or something.
You might
It's
be
like
able
a
to.
roll up and it slides down.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's possible. It's not something that we're likely to build in as a feature.
Yeah, I could see how one might do that with an add-on, even.
But I'll never tell you.
Yeah, it would involve a little hackery, but it would, it probably some sort of JavaScript hooking in early on in the process to hide that thing and then show it when you clicked on a new element that you added into the page.
There's also a no bar add-on in Git for this, says Julia.
No bar.
There you go. Someone already did it. Okay.
All right, looks like Corbin's helping out with an idea, or I'm sorry, a question from Idea Sponge. And Idea Sponge asks, will forms ever not be an extension of the survey tool in concrete5, and or something that allows developers to keep form results consolidated in the default area?
Bruh.
What?
I feel like I understand part of this question, but it is wrong-headed. So, forms are not an extension of the survey block. We just inexplicably in concrete3 or whenever we decided to make the form block for the first time and got it wrong and then redid it, we called it a mini survey block, and I don't know why.
Because we, by design, did not want to take on
That's
a
probably
form
why.
building
Yes,
type
you're right.
challenge. Like, I just want to stick
Yeah.
a form on a page. I
I just
don't
want
want
to
to
get
make a
some
multi-step
answers from something.
branching
Yeah,
design-centric
that is
form
exactly
builder.
what it is.
I already got a job.
That is
But
right.
that's why we called it that.
Yes. So in the code, if you look at the class, it will say survey. It'll say mini survey, or I don't even actually know if that's. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but it is not an extension of the survey block. So
Just two
Yeah.
similarly lightweight question answering type things.
yes, exactly. And I don't.
And yeah, it could be better. Though I don't know what that
Yeah, I don't know
complaint
what to
is.
say.
I mean, the data is actually pretty safe and nicely consolidated in this amazingly generalized table. But no, we're not rebuilding that. At least not in 5.7. I mean, there is an opportunity there for someone to make a really cool form builder.
And we are thinking about potentially improving its output. So the crazy table-based.
Sure.
The look of it in the page, but in terms of how it stores data and what it offers feature-wise, it's probably pretty
Is what
low
it is.
totem pole.
I mean, I think there's a number of services you can partner with.
Yep.
That would be nice. Good for promotional as well. And there's an extended form
Yeah, and
add-on.
that thing will do what
Beefy.
needs to be done.
But our philosophy has always been if you're making a powerful or design-centric form, you should make it in the traditional way of making forms. PHP file with an input and output kind of deal. And
Yeah.
there's an example built in. Is that called the custom form extended?
Yeah, the custom form
Custom
block.
form block.
Or external form.
External form, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Or
That's
single
where we wanna
page.
be
Those are the
checking
ways
them
to
out.
go.
Okie dokie. Well, I think that's the end of that then. It's been very totally random, and see you next week.
Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time.